Hello. Yeah. Hello. Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let us continue with the case. Okay. And then, if time permits, we'll start with chi-square. Okay. So, yeah. Let me open the case. Let me open the case. All of you, please go through the case. Okay. Hope you can see my screen. Yeah. So this is our problem. If you see, this is our problem of the case. Yeah. So are you all okay? Some students are entering. Yeah. So now please tell me what you have understood from the case. Yes. What you have understood? Yes, Basant. Can you share something about the case? Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So can you share something? What is the case all about, and what we are going to calculate here? What he is wanting to test? Yeah. Anyone? Anyone? Yes, Tejasvita, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what is the case all about? Just what we are going to do now with the case. We have understood the case. So, uh, yes, somebody is writing in the chat server. It's very difficult. You please unmute and discuss. Ah, yes. Hello. Yes. Yes, Tejasvita.
Yes, sir.
What we are going with what we will do with this data?
So we'll. I'm not sure.
Very simple, no? Yes. Akash is there. Why Akash? No response from Akash. Is he not there in the class? Okay, whatever it is. Yes, Pranshul, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, can you just share what is the case all about? Now, what we are going to do?
So we have to do sample test and proportion.
Yes, excellent. Very good. All of you, please see the data in front of you. We are having two samples. Okay, according to a survey on smoking habit conducted prior to the introduction of tax on tobacco. What are the two samples? Smoking habit before
Before
introduction
tax
of
or after
tax.
tax?
Ah, excellent, Pranshul. It's simply excellent. Two. Okay. So Two samples, one before introduction and one after introduction. Okay. So two samples, but may not be the same sample. Okay. So 400, if it is the same sample, we'll go for dependent, but here it is not the same. So 400, please read the sentence. 400 out of a random sample of 500 men were found to be smokers. Okay. This was the proportion. This was the proportion. Okay. Before increase, after tax increase, what happened? There will be a decrease. So another 600. So another 600 men were seen in the New York City, and they included 400 smokers. Okay, fine. Now, so before this tax and after this tax, an analyst got a doubt whether the observed decrease in proportion of smokers was significant or not. Okay, so he wanted to test the data at a 5% level of significance. It's almost the same of the problem what we did in the morning, right? That P1 minus P2. Okay. So let me start solving the problem. Okay. So I am solving the case. So if it is a case on hypothesis, you have to simply solve the 5 steps or nothing else. This is the universal 5 steps of hypothesis. So first you explain hypothesis everything in your language. Then write 5 step. Why this font is not increasing? Just a minute. 20. Yeah. 5 step hypothesis. Now this is a 2 sample. Okay. First you have to explain all this, that it's a 2 sample we are taking. We are, in the case there are 2 types of sample we are taking, and we are describing the 5 steps in the hypothesis. Clear? Now you start. Step 1 you know already. Step 1, what is our, we generally write null, we take like this: P1 is equal to P2. Proportion 1 is equal to P2. Generally, we take the equality always in the, and my, what is my null alternate? H A is say P1, P2 we are taking after the this one. So P1 will be greater. Reduction हुआ है. So P1 greater than P2. P2 is after the proportion after the tax reduction. So this is supposed to be less here. Now, this is our hypothesis. Okay. This is our hypothesis. Step 2. Step 2. Please tell some of you, what is my step 2? Yes, Nimish. What is my step 2? Are you there?
Sir, significance level. Significance level.
Very good. Very good. Excellent. Alpha is equal to, how much it is given? 5%, no? 5%, 0.05. 0.05. You can write 5% also. Okay. So just whenever you write 5%, also please write the CI. What will be my CI? Confidence level कितना हो गया?
95%.
Very good. Very good. 95. Actually, this will recur when we zcal के लिए चाहिए होते हैं ना. It's why. Step 2. Step 2 done. Step 3. Step 3. Okay. Test statistic. Test statistic. Statistic, not statistics. Statistic. Test statistic. What is our test statistics? Yes. What is our test statistic?
Z distribution.
Ha. Z distribution proportion formula. Okay. Also, please mention. Very good. Z distribution. See, you are only solving. I am not. Z distribution proportion formula. You can write this also. Proportion. So it will be more, because your mean median mode का तो story है ही नहीं. So it does not make sense for other formulas. Okay. Is it clear? Is it clear or not? Yes. Madhvi, are you there? Madhvi,
Sir,
are you there?
I'm Akshita.
Oh, no. Akshita, no? But,
Sir, I have a question that in
Yeah.
population proportion we always use Z distribution.
always. एक ही formula है. In proportion, there is no other formula. Okay. So आपका कोई टेंशन नहीं है. Formula गलत हुआ, सही हुआ, एक ही formula है. What is that formula? Z equals. That means what we are writing now, Zcal. Isn't so, Akshita? Zcal.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Tell me the formula also. What is the formula? P1
P1
minus
minus
P2.
P2.
Very good. Excellent. Who is this? P2. Divided by? Yes.
The root.
थोड़ा सा यहाँ पे you need to understand. This is root. Okay. I have in my slide, you will get the formula. Okay. Don't worry. यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा आपको. Okay. Under root, within root, what we will write? We are
C
writing
minus 1 minus P
PC.
and 1.
PC,
Very
1 minus PC.
excellent. Simply excellent. 1 minus PC.
Divided by N1.
Okay. Divided by N1. Simply excellent. Plus, totally different term, right? PC. Same thing, no? PC into 1 minus PC. 1 minus PC divided by N2. कहाँ है? N2. Is it clear now? Is it clear? Now we have to calculate PC. What is our PC? All of you look this PC. What is PC? Akshita? PC. What is PC? Tell me now.
So x1 plus x2 upon n1 plus n2.
Excellent. Simply excellent. Yeah. So if you calculate this, you will get 1 minute.
0.727.
Yes, 0.7273. Very good. 0.7273. Yes. Got my PC? The formula that I have given, right?
Yes.
So P. Then we are in a position to calculate the Zcal. Put the value.
So
We know
P1 and so P1 and
P1,
P2
P2.
रहेगा, sir.
Yeah, P1. Sorry. P1 is equal to how much?
0.80.
400 by 500. Okay.
0.80, sir.
0.80. Very good.
And P2 is 0.66.
Bas. Okay. 400 divided by 500. That is 0.8. Huh? 0.8. Or you leave it in this form also. No problem. P2 is our how much? Is 400 by 600. Okay. 400 by 600. Okay. Now put all this P1, P2, put this in the value of, in the formula of Zcal. Put everything here. Okay. So X1 upper P1 minus P2. P1 minus P2 will come. So actually I have written in this form. So how much is this coming? 400 by 600 it will be how much? 4 by 6.
0.67.
0.67 roughly. 0.67. Very good. So our zcal is how much? P1 minus P2 in the denominator. So 0.8. I'm just putting the value in the formula. I'm not doing anything. Okay. 0.8 P1 minus P2. Numerator हो गया. Divided by root. Now within root. Okay. Within root. PC into 1 minus PC. Now try to understand what is our PC. Point
0.727.
Multiplied by, I'm directly writing, okay, into, this is into, okay, into how much? 0.2727. 1 minus PC is 0.2727. Clear? Divided by 500. Is it clear? Is it clear or not? Akshita. And 0.7273, same thing, into 0.2727 divided by
600.
600. हाँ, N1 N2 बस हो गया हमारा zcal. So if you calculate
सर
this,
आंसर बताएंगे सर?
हाँ, I'm telling you,
5.0.
4.926. 4.926. Clear? Got our zcal. Z-tab. What is our Z-tab? Already I have. Okay, now this is actually a bit. Yeah. Now Z-tab. Z-tab थोड़ा समझना पड़ेगा क्योंकि ये one till test है, right? Are you getting Z-tab? Here, what is my normal what is my distribution like? So let me show you. If you see P1 proportion 1, there is a question of proportion 1 greater than proportion 2. P1 greater than P2. My P2 is less. So what will be my normal distribution? Here we cannot use that one because ये two tail नहीं है. Here my Z value, Z tab will not be 1.96. Are you getting why? I have told you Zcal 1.96 for two tail test, but here it is a one tail test. See, all of you, let me go to the paint. Let me show you in the normal distribution. Okay, just I need to share this. दो screen खुल गया. हाँ, दो क्यों खुल गया? Okay. So can you see the normal distribution? So here, where is my rejection region? Here, where is my rejection region? P1 greater than P2. So this is my rejection region, right? And how much is this? How much is this region? Here it is not a 2-1 tail test. So what? Because there is so it's a question of reduction, right? So what is this area? How much it is given? Alpha. What is our alpha? Point. What is our alpha? Are you getting or not?
5.
0.05. 0.05. Okay. So now we have to calculate the Z tab. So what is our Z tab now? Who will tell me?
94%.
Tejasvita. Yes. What is our Z? Yes. What is our Z?
1.96.
Oh, yes. No. Z tab. What is our Z tab here? Yes, Akshita.
Point.
So 4.9.
Hmm.
4.926.
No, that is Zcal 4.926. That is Zcal. What is Z-tab? What is Z-tab? So how do we calculate here? We calculate in this fashion. First we see this region. This is my rejection region, which is 0.05. Okay. Now what is my this area? Total area is 1 under the normal distribution. But this half, this side, this half, see my arrow, this half is total how much? Yes, half of the total 1. What is half of 1? Point
0.05. 0.5.
0.5. 0.5. Okay. So total is 0.5 and I subtract this area, that is 0.05. 0.05. So how much it is? 0.5 minus 0.05, how much?
0.45.
Very good, 0.45. Now see the Z table. Open your Z table. Don't close it. Open your Z table and see the for area 0.45. What if the table that I have given you for area 0.45? What is the Z value? Please tell me.
0.1736.
No. Oh, you are opening some other table, I think. 0.45. It will be 1.65. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if you get 1.65, so now my Z tab is 1.65. See, this was not a two-tail test. That's why I need to do this exercise. If it would have been two-tailed, मैं कुछ नहीं करूँगा. I will simply write 1.96. Clear? Now, so my Z tab. Let me go back to my problem. So my okay. Let me already show. Yeah, we can just understand this. 1.25. Okay, so let me. What is the time? 40. Okay. Yeah, we are solving this. So what is my Z tab here? 1.65. Clear? So yeah. Now tell me whether we reject the null or accept the null. Yes.
Reject.
Reject. Very good. Excellent. Because you can see in the last, my 4 zcal 4.926 lies in the rejection region. Okay. So very good. Reject H0. Done. Clear?
तो पॉइंट्स में फिगर में कोई डिफरेंस आ रहा है जेड कैल में तो कोई ज्यादा मैटर करता है
नहीं, नहीं,
4.81 आ रहा है
Oh, no, वो थोड़ा डेसिमल के लिए हो जाता है. आई नेवर कट मार्क्स फॉर दैट. थोड़ा बट एकदम 5-6 नहीं आना चाहिए. 4.9 तो आपको एटलीस्ट 4.9 के
सर
आसपास.
4.8 आ रहा है मेरा
हाँ, no,
Sir,
it's fine.
Sir,
Fine,
4.9 तो almost 5 हो गया ना?
Almost 5 हो गया, but it should not be. I mean, I'm just
Sir, I
just
got
telling.
the value that was 5.14.
थोड़ा सा check the calculation. You
Sir,
have
I
to.
got 5.185.
It will be variation. It will depend on how many places of decimal you have taken.
Yes,
2,
sir.
3,
I took
4.
only 2 place.
So if you take 4 place, you will get this value. I have
Okay.
taken 4 place actually. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So that's all about the case. So now we will start with post midterm syllabus. Okay.
Sir, revision.
We'll do in the
Please, sir.
tutorial class. Okay.
सर ट्यूटोरियल क्लास
Sir, enough
सर
नहीं
1
हो
घंटे में
पाएगा.
कितना हो
Please,
जाता है
sir.
सर
Please,
इसमें
sir.
भी करा दो सर, टाइम बहुत कम है अब.
Yes, sir.
वैसे भी सर इसमें आधा
Sir,
घंटा
आप एक बार probability का brush up करवा दो.
Just 1 minute, please. Just one. I will do all brush up, but first let me do this. This is a scheduled class now, so we cannot.
Case study तो हो गया ना?
Case study is done. हाँ, सब कुछ का, everything is done. Everything is done. Nothing is left. So midterm, you are ready for the war.
So we can do revision now.
You will do in the tutorial. Okay. Okay. So let us start with. I will start with simply just chi-square, only the concepts. Not I will not too much. But let's start with this. Yeah. So our next topic is Now our next topic is chi-square distribution. Okay, so let us understand the concept only just, and then we'll continue. Okay, so let us try to understand what is chi-square distribution. Okay, now so we are done with the case, so let's keep the copy. Okay, now see, in chi-square what we do is now first of all, any idea, do you have any idea about what is a chi-square test, when we apply? Okay, why? See, the how, try to understand. The how part is very simple in statistic. How, there is only, you have understood by now, there will be a formula, you will put the values in the formula, and now the most important decision in statistics is why part. Why will I use Z test? Why not T test? Why chi-square? Why not F test? Okay, why ANOVA? These are the prominent question that you should understand, right? Why two sample? Why are dependent? Why not independent? Okay, these are the very important issues. Formula is not a very big issue. Try to understand. So now chi-square distribution, first of all, you need to understand the fundamentals, right? So chi-square distribution is called a non-parametric test. I write here, all of you pay your attention. So you'll get many questions on these things. Non-parametric, right? Parametric. So if you remember, I explained you the word parameter. Can anybody recall what is parameter, what I told? Yes.
गाइडलाइन जिसके अंदर हमें टेस्ट परफॉर्म करना होता है बट सर मेरा एक पॉइंट है सर आप अभी ये सब करा रहे हो ठीक है बट सर काफी बच्चे
मिक्सअप हो जाएगा बहुत
सर,
ज्यादा, आप लोग
बहुत
परेशान हो जाएंगे।
हॉट पॉट हो जाएगा।
एक्चुअल में सर हम लोग प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हैं अभी एग्जाम्स के लिए, तो हम लोग
Okay,
कॉन्सेप्ट रहना चाहते हैं।
we'll do practice, don't worry.
नहीं सर, हम लोग
सर
उसी
ये
कॉन्सेप्ट पर रहना
टॉपिक
चाहते हैं।
नया कॉन्सेप्ट ना स्टार्ट करवाइए।
शुरू कराइए।
Only
सर,
concept.
ये-
I will not go into detail.
नो सर,
Okay?
एक्चुअल में सर सिचुएशन ये है, आप जो नया कॉन्सेप्ट सिखाएंगे फिर अब वो मिक्सअप हो जाएगा, तो हम ये भी नहीं पढ़ पाएंगे और वो भी याद नहीं रख पाएंगे।
No, I understand, but I will not go into very detail. Just I will give you introduction. That's why. Okay, so don't worry. Now see, parametric test and non-parametric. Parametric test are those tests which comes from the mean, median, the population. If you remember population parameter, I told you always we deal with sample statistic. Whatever the characteristics of the sample, mean, median, mode, they are called statistic. And whatever we study about the population, it is called parameter, right? Population mean parameter, population standard deviation parameter, and so on. Now, so non-parametric test means we do not take help of mean, median, mode. Then what we take help of in chi-square? We take help of only count or frequency. Okay, so now just see, now chi-square distribution is a different distribution than normal distribution. What are the characteristics? It is positively skewed, number one. Number two, it is non-negative. That means there is no negative axis for chi-square. Number three, it is based on degree of freedom. Okay, so degrees of freedom, for 1 degrees of freedom, there will be a curve. For another, say degrees of freedom 3, you can see the screen. Degrees of freedom 5, another. And more you increase the degrees of freedom. Actually, if you increase the degrees of freedom means what? If you increase the sample size. So you understand the CLT, central limit theorem. If you increase the sample size, it will be normal, right? That's why, you know, people always ask, whenever you are doing any study, take more sample, more and more sample. But the question is how much more? That is also there. So those are some issues we'll deal later on. But more you take the sample, your distribution becomes normal. This is the thumb rule. Okay. So when a degrees of freedom change, a new distribution is created. Right. So these are the characteristics of chi-square. Number one, it is positively skewed. Number two, it is non-negative. Number three, it is based on degrees of freedom. Okay, now let us see this. Now see, only nothing extra actually. That's why I'm telling. See, a null hypothesis we have written till now, but how will we write the null hypothesis in case of chi-square? Right? So there are two terminologies, what is called FO and FE. Now I will give you a simple example, you will understand. Suppose there is a hospital, okay, in the Delhi NCR region, and what FO is called observed frequency and FE is called expected frequency. Okay, FO, it is not F0 first of all, it is FO, observed frequency, and FE is expected frequency, right? Expected frequency, you understand, comes from probability, right? So suppose if I tell you, suppose if I go to a hospital and I see there are 100 childbirths, right? Okay, 100 childbirths. So what will be my expected frequency? What will be my expectation? How many baby boy and how many baby girl are there? I can, my expectation will be 50-50 chances. Suppose there are 100 births taken place in any hospital, any big hospital. Okay, there will be so many, you know, so many OTs, so many operations are going on in the OT. So 100 births if it is taken on a day. Okay, suppose day one, any day. So our expectation is that 50 will be baby boy and 50 will be baby girl. That is the expected frequency. Now I actually go walking to the hospital and I see that 70 are baby boy and 30 are baby girl. I am trying to explain you from a very practical perspective, right? So that you understand what is FO and what is FE. Now see these two observations. One is expected, another is observed, right? So expected means it comes from the probability. 50% chance it will be a boy, 50% chance it will be a baby girl. So I say out of 100, 50 baby boy, 50 baby girl. But actual observation, I go to a hospital and see 70 baby boy and 30 baby girl. So then if I see that the ratio of baby boys are more in the hospital, suddenly I can have an idea. I am not saying that doctors are doing, doing female feticide or something. So I may have an idea that something is wrong. Something is wrong. It may be that there are some doctors are practicing female feticide, the fetus they are killing. Okay, they are not giving birth. They are giving less birth to the baby girl. So I may have some idea. So that is called observed frequency, actually what is happening. And expected frequency, what was supposed to happen if the situations are ideal according to probability. So that is called FO and FE. Now, whenever we write null and alternate hypothesis, in case of chi-square distribution, right? We write in this fashion. So this is the language. All of you can just look this. You look this language. There is no difference. Please read this sentence. There is no difference between the observed and expected frequencies. And alternate hypothesis, there is a difference between the observed and the expected frequency. Although we are telling, see what we are telling, please read this sentence 2 times. There is no difference between FO and FE. I am trying to say this thing only, na? What I am telling in the null hypothesis, FO is equal to FE. Am I not telling the same thing? But in it's a practice. How we write the hypothesis, we don't write in this fashion. What I have written on the screen, we don't write this. We try to negate it in a negative form. That means there is no difference between the observed and expected frequency. And certainly the alternate, you know, it's a mutually exclusive. If there is no difference, then alternative hypothesis will be what? In case of chi-square, there is a difference between the observed and the expected. This is the how we write the, hypothesis, except that all the rules of hypothesis are same, everything is same. Okay, nothing, you will not get any confusion, so don't worry. Now, if you see, there is a only simple formula. So all of you, please see this formula. Please see this formula. This is the only one formula. Another one I will give. Okay, only two formula. So formula chi-square. This is a Greek letter. You know, alpha, beta. This comes from Greek letters. Okay, alpha, beta, gamma. Okay, gamma, delta. All these are Greek letter, like our ABCD in English. So there is a letter called chi. There is a letter called, this is chi. And this test is called a chi-square test. Okay. Now chi-square test formula, if you observe the formula, all of you, please observe the formula. FO, what is the formula? Please look here at my screen and write also. So FO minus FE whole square divided by F. Okay, this is my formula, and then we take the sigma. Please see this. So within third bracket, you write this formula, please. Within third bracket, this is the only one formula of chi-square. There is another I will give you later on. So FO minus FE whole square divided by F. Clear? Now only see two terms. Now see, can you see any mean, median, mode, frequency? Nothing, mean, median, mode, nothing is there. Only FO. What is this? FO is nothing but a frequency count. I am counting how many baby boys born. I am counting how many baby girls born. No mean, median, mode we are taking. We are not taking help of measures of central tendency, right? That's why this is called a non-parametric test, and this comes from the count. Number one, these two are very important elements. You must remember, chi-square is a non-parametric test. That means it does not involve आपको कोई mean, median, mode कुछ नहीं calculate, sigma, no sigma will come in this formula. Nothing will come. That's why it is called a non-parametric test. Now it has immense use. Why it is used? Because you see, chi-square test is used when the two variables. I will give you an example. I will give you. You will understand. Okay. So where we use chi-square. Okay. Your question might be where we use chi-square, right? So where we use chi-square, I'm coming to that. But you must remember, we use chi-square test in the data when the data is either nominal or ordinal, right? We don't require any interval or ratio data. Hope you remember nominal, ordinal, interval, ratio. I dealt it in the first session. Nominal, yes, ordinal, interval. This is very important, students. You must not forget this concept. Okay. Interval and ratio Okay. Whatever you are doing in statistics, you have to understand the scale of measurement. So chi-square we can apply only if I have collected my data in nominal and ordinal, right? If I collect in interval, I cannot apply chi-square. That is another thing. So two things are very important to remember. Number one, chi-square test is a non-parametric. Please write this in your copy if you are writing. Chi-square test is a non-parametric test, number one. Number two, chi-square test is applied when my data is either nominal or ordinal. Okay, that means categorical data. Nominal and ordinal is also called categorical data. If you remember, male, female, category, gender. If gender is my variable, what is the category in this? Suppose in this class, I want to study the gender. So what are my two categories? Male, female. Suppose I want to study the religion of the class, right? So category may be Hindu, Christian, Muslim. Some students may be Hindu, some may be Christian, some may be Muslim. Okay, and like this. So category. Category means categorical data. Okay, so this is in a nutshell about the the concept of chi-square. So the critical value is a chi-square value with k minus 1 degrees of freedom. Now what is this k? K is the number of categories. Okay. So we'll do a very small problem and we will stop. Okay. So just all of you please take 2 minutes to see this problem. Just read once.
Sir, we've understood the concept of this, but sir, can we do a little bit of revision?
Yeah, we'll do in the tutorial class. Okay.
So is that will be enough?
Yeah, enough. No. We have already in the class, I have dealt with so many problems in tutorial. We are
So,
doing
but
every
we
day. Okay.
need revision class.
Yeah, we will have a revision class if time permits. I will take time and do a revision also. Okay. And we have already having one tutorial class. We'll do some problem and another I will take a revision class. So, this is a scheduled class. Okay, I cannot stop the flow of this class.
बट और सारे सब्जेक्ट्स में तो टीचर्स करवा रहे रिवीजन जिनका सिलेबस कंप्लीट हो चुका है वहां तो इशू नहीं हो रहा.
No, actually this is in our this one we have started actually. The other faculty in quants have started. They have gone to ANOVA. They have covered up to ANOVA, not only chi-square. I have only just telling you the concept. They have covered ANOVA. Chadda Sahab have covered ANOVA. He has covered ANOVA also after the topic after this. Okay, that's not the issue. Let us. I will do revision. Don't worry. I will do the revision. Yeah. So have you gone through the problem? Have you gone through? Yes, students. Have you gone through? Yeah. Yes. Pranshul, have you gone through the data? Have you gone through?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So just tell me one thing. This data is FO or FE? That is the first question. This is the FO, observed frequency or expected frequency? Yes. Tejaswita, are you there?
Yes, sir.
This is observed or expected frequency? What you feel?
Sir, I think it is
Expected.
observed.
Okay, how many? Let me see. How many telling this is expected frequency? You please raise your hand. I will be able to see here. How many of you are telling it is expected? Pranshul is telling expected. Ekta is telling. Only 2 students. Divyanshi is telling. Akshita is telling expected. Okay, I think 4 or 5 students are telling. Akshita. Okay. Okay. And rest all of you are telling this is observed, no? Okay. Very good. Now see, actually this is observed frequency. Okay. See, observed frequency, as I told you, is something which whenever we see the actual scenario, right? So if you read this problem, just I'm not going to line by line, but I'm just if you see this problem, this is of selling the cards of some baseball player. And how do a card sell? It depends on the popularity of the player. How popular is the player? Okay. How popular is Sachin Tendulkar? How popular is Virat Kohli? how popular is Mahendra Singh Dhoni, how popular is Saurabh Ganguly, right? So depending on the popularity of the player, the cards will be sold. So that is what we understand. So these are the observed frequency. The more the player is the popular, the more are the cards sold, right? Now, if these are the observed frequency, then what is the expected frequency here? Yes, Tejaswita?
Sir, I am not sure, but I think total frequency.
See, there is a list of players. Tom, Nolan, Ty. Tom, 13 cards sold. Okay. Nolan, 33 cards sold. So we can understand that Nolan is a very, very popular player, reputed player, right? Just like Pele, Maradona in football and all those Messi. Okay. They are in football. But baseball also, I don't understand baseball much. So George, okay. So this data, what we got of 120 cards total being sold, Tom got 13, Nolan got 33, Ty Cobb got 14 and so on. So these are my observed frequency. Now I want to calculate the expected frequency. So what will be my expected frequency? That's it, my question. That is my question. Yes? Pranshul, what will be my expected frequency? Yes, anyone? Akshita, are you there?
Yes, sir.
What will be my expected frequency?
The equal number of cards.
Yes, excellent. Excellent. You really fantastic. Next chocolate is Akash is today not present or what?
Yes, sir. Why is not responding to this?
I I am also very surprised. Let me check it. Give me 1 minute. Is he not there? Or what happened today?
Sir, can you
No,
tell us?
I think he's not there. I think he's not there.
Sir, can you
cannot.
tell us
Yes,
how?
Akash is there. Yes, he's there. He's doing some other activity, I think. Yes. Yes, Akash, are you there? He's preparing for exam. Okay, whatever it is. Yes, Tejaswita, you're asking something?
Sir, I was asking, can you tell us how will we come to know if it is expected and observed frequency?
Very good, very good. See, just like I told you, I went to a hospital and actually I observed 70 were baby girl, 70 were baby boy and 30 were baby girl. Okay, but if I don't go to the hospital, I will understand 100 baby boy who are 100 babies have taken birth. So 50 are boys, 50 are girls from my probability theory, right? So now see in this problem, suppose all the players are equally popular, then what will happen? If all the players are equally popular, then what is going to happen? 120 cards are there. It will be divided by 6. Everybody will get 120 by 6. That is 20. That was supposed to happen. If each player, if every player was equally popular, but that does not happen in real life. Popularity of Dhoni is different from Virat Kohli. Virat Kohli's popularity is different from Saurabh Ganguly. So there will be some variations. Now see, this data has variation. This data has variation. Are you seeing, Tejaswita? What is this? Is data में variation है ना?
Yes, sir.
13, 33, 14, 7. This is a varied data with variation. But so what will be my expected frequency? अगर सभी विराट कोहली बन जाए, तो what क्या होगा? 120 by 6. So what will be my expected frequency? 20. Is it clear? Is it clear? Akshita has already told actually. Akshita told. Tejaswita, is it clear?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Okay. So now what is the claim? Now the manager has sold so many cards, 120 cards. These are the cards got by individual player. Now see what she is claiming. What is Kilpatrick? Miss Kilpatrick, what she is claiming? She has claim. Can you read the last 2 lines? Can she conclude the sales are not the same for each player. Okay. Sales are not the same for each player. Use 0.05 significance level. So she is trying to see क्या equal probability है या नहीं है, equal card sold हुआ है नहीं है. Got my point? So what will be my null hypothesis here? Yes. We already know how to write the null. Can we write? There is no difference between FO and FE. That is my null. Okay. Very simple. Already I have given you. Now, so what will be my alternate? There is a difference between FO and FE. Alpha already given in the problem, 0.05. What is the Tay statistics? There is only formula, as I told you, of the chi-square. Chi-square has only one formula. Already you have written, don't need of writing. So chi-square is equal to sigma F0, FO, never call it 0, okay. FO minus FE whole square divided by FE. Clear? Within third bracket, and then we take the sum. Okay, so please don't forget to give this third bracket. This is very important. Okay. Sigma, right? Is it clear, Tejaswita? Any question after step 3?
No, sir. Correct.
Okay, fine. Now step 4, what we do? Same. See, no confusion, nothing. Sif, you will do the same thing. Kuch confusion is. So step 4, same. What is our decision rule? Reject null. See this? वो टैटू बन गया. टैटू उठाना बहुत मुश्किल है. रिजेक्ट वो वही है. सी z के जगह में chi square आ गया. Nimish, are you there? Nimish, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Has my decision rule changed?
देख रहा हूँ सर.
On the, it is in front of you only. Has my decision rule changed? Yes, Tejaswita. Has my decision rule changed?
Yes, sir.
Changed means only instead of Z, chi has come. Is another
So where
brother.
is it written?
Z will not be here. Here we will take chi square. So only this much difference. So what is my rejection? What is my rule? Decision rule? Reject null if chi square cal is greater than chi square tab. वही है, same है. Universal. Sun rises in the east. Even आप जापान में भी चले जाओ, टोक्यो में, वहां भी sun east में ही rise होगा. Okay. So can we calculate the z cal? I mean chi square cal. Can we calculate the chi square cal? Yes. Where is Pranshul? Can we calculate chi square? Yes, Pranshul, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, can we calculate chi square? Very simple. हमें सिर्फ क्या चाहिए? FO तो ये डेटा है हमारा. FO is this data. FE already I have told you. What is my FE?
20, sir.
20. Very good. So can we calculate this? FO minus FE. See the formula. See the formula. FO minus FE whole square. First I will calculate FO minus FE. That means 13 minus 20. That is minus 7. 33 minus 20. That is 13, and so on. Okay. And FO minus FE whole square. Then I will square it up. What is the square of minus 7? What is the square of minus 7?
49.
49. 13 square, 169.
169.
Minus 36. Minus 6 square, 36. Minus 13 square, 169. And so on. Okay. Now see, look, all of you. See this. Third column. FO minus FE whole square divided by FE. That means column 2 divided by this column, FE. This column. Okay. So can we calculate this? 49 by 20. That is 2.45. 169 by 20, 8.45. 36 by 20. That is 1.8. 169 by 20, 8.45. So if we take the sum, 34.4. Is it clear? So what is my chi-square cal? Tejasvita, what is my chi-square cal? Sigma. 34.4.
34.40.
Very good. So chi-square cal, we have got 34.4. Chi-square. So let us write, this is chi-square cal, it is 34.4. Now chi-square tab, from where it will come? कहाँ से आएगा? Yes.
It was
Table से.
Akshita. Yes, Akshita. Yes.
given in question.
No, from where it will come? कहाँ से देखेंगे हम?
Table से.
Table, chi-square table, very good. अब तक Z table, T table देख रहे थे, आप कौन सा table देखेंगे? Chi-square table. Clear? Now, look at my screen. This is a part of the chi-square table actually. I will give this table to the CR. Okay. So now please see, we are having less time. So let me complete this. So see, this is a chi-square table. What are there? There is alpha value in the column, and in the row there is degrees of freedom. So we had 6 categories there in the problem. There were 6 players. So 6 category of cards were there. So what will be my degrees of freedom? 6 minus 1. So my DF is 5. Locate it. Again, my alpha given in the problem is 5%. Locate it, 0.05. So we have already done so many times. Draw vertical line, draw horizontal line, and see the value. This is the chi-square tab. Is it clear, Akshita? Yes, Akshita, are you there?
Yes, sir.
So chi-square tab, we got it, 11.07. Okay.
Where is the K minus 1 कहाँ से आया?
K.
What's the value of K?
K is 6 here. See how many players are there? There are 6 players now.
Yes, sir. Okay, got it.
So 6 minus 1 is 5. Okay. So now see. Okay. So this is our chi-square. So in chi-square there will be no negative axis. See, chi-square is a not like normal distribution. कोई negative axis होंगे ही नहीं. All will be in the positive axis, right? So now my chi-square tab is 11.07. So now we'll divide the chi-square graph into 2 regions. One is rejection region, another is acceptance region. Okay. So if my chi-square cal is greater than 11.07, we'll reject. This is the rejection region, and this is the acceptance region. So we here my chi-square cal is how much? 34.4. So we reject the null hypothesis. So we reject the null hypothesis. Okay. The computer, you can write this explanation. The computed chi-square of 34.4 is in the rejection region beyond 11.07. So we reject null at 0.0. Clear? Is it clear? Akshita, is it clear? Okay, so we have just started chi-square. There's a lot to cover. So let me stop now. Any question, please ask. Otherwise, I will stop share. Any question, Nimish?
केस स्टडी कौन से क्वेश्चन से आ सकती है, कौन से चैप्टर से आ सकती है, कुछ कंफर्म है सर? हम फोकस मोस्टली किस पे करें, कौन से उस पे?
Yes, Pransul, I'm not getting you. What you are?
सर केस स्टडी किस चैप्टर से ज्यादा फोकस रहती है, कंफर्म कर सकते हैं?
Case study, very difficult to tell, but seeing the previous years, trend, the hypothesis is more important. Okay, that sort of
जैसे आज जो क्वेश्चन हुआ था वैसा आ सकता है?
this sort of.
ओके, थैंक यू
सर
सर।
हाइपोथेसिस टेस्टिंग का कोई सा भी पार्ट, प्रोपोर्शन, मीन या फिर डबल
वो
सैंपल,
तो एनी प्रोपोर्शन जो भी हमने कवर कर दिया, वो तो एनी प्रोपोर्शन, उसमें कोई ये नहीं है, हाइपोथेसिस तो सब कुछ आएगा। Okay, so I think we are done with the syllabus also, and okay, so we'll have revision. I'll try to have a one revision class, right? If they give me. Okay, so I think we are done for the day. Any query, please ask, or we will wind up. Okay, so let us wind up for the day.